Welcome to this week's episode of the Declutter 360 podcast. I'm Lauren Diekman, a certified home organizer and mindset coach who's created this space that is dedicated to helping you unlock your potential to live an organized life once and for all. Are you ready to get organized from all angles? Let's dive in. Hey, thanks for joining me today on the Declutter 360 podcast. I'm so glad you are here. Hey, friend, let me ask you a question. Have you ever found yourself buried in laundry at the worst possible time? Has your kid ever suddenly told you today is pajama day at school, but there are no clean pajamas in the drawers? This and so many other little laundry nightmares are things that I have personally dealt with, and I bet you probably have too. And so today, I'm here to help you hack your laundry routine. Or, my friend, if you don't have a laundry routine, we're going to get you set up with one. Now, this is another one of those amazing situations that is definitely not a one size fits all solution. So, in today's episode, I'm going to walk through with you why you need a laundry routine. We're going to talk about a few different laundry routines that you can consider, whether you choose one of these or maybe even a combination of two or more of these routines. You'll be sure to find something that works beautifully for you and your family. And then lastly, I'm going to talk to you a little bit and share some tips for laundry success. So let's get started. My friend, you need a laundry routine because it is going to help you reduce overwhelm and keep your laundry from piling up. When that laundry piles up, just like other clutter in your house, it immediately sends a stress response to your body when you see that. This is where overwhelm kicks in. When those laundry piles get going and we don't even know where to start or what load is a priority load to get done, or if you can't even remember the last time you washed your sheets. This is the time to get that laundry routine in place to help reduce that overwhelm and keep things from piling up. Having a laundry routine is going to save you time because you know and you've made these decisions ahead of time and know what you're going to be working on and when. All right. And this helps to prevent what I like to call laundry day burnout. When you just finally realize that you are fresh out of underwear. Let's just lay that out there. And so it is time. It is time, my friend, to get that laundry done. A routine is also going to help create predictability in your weekly rhythm. And what that predictability does is it helps to simplify things. This is something we're talking about all the time here on the Declutter 360 podcast, how important bringing more simplicity is into your life, my friend. And then, as I mentioned earlier with the example about those PJ days when the PJs aren't clean, it's going to help you avoid some of that last minute wardrobe stress. So let's jump right in and let's talk about what some potential laundry routines can look like for you. Okay, so one option is to have a daily load routine. And what this means is that every day you are going to take one load of laundry start to finish. So you're going to have it sorted. You're going to wash it in the washer. You're going to move it to the dryer or hang it if it's hang dry, whatever it may be. And then you're going to get it folded, hung up, put back away, and back in its place where it goes all in one day. And then guess what? The next day, you're going to do it again with a different load of laundry. So depending on how you sort your laundry, and my friends, we're going to talk a little bit about this in the tips section, but sorting your laundry is an important piece of getting your laundry done efficiently. Okay. Depending on how you sort your laundry, you can prioritize which loads you want to be doing on which days. If doing a load of laundry feels like either a perpetual laundry cycle that you would rather not live in, or B, something that you just don't feel like is realistic for you to keep up with, or C, your family is too large for one load a day to be enough to keep up with all of the laundry that you need to do, then you might want to think about designated laundry days. So, this is another routine where you can assign specific days to different family members or to different types of laundry. So maybe your towels are on Tuesday, sheets are on Saturday. Yes, I love to play with alliteration because sometimes that just makes things simpler on my brain. I can say, what day is today? Okay, it's Tuesday, so Tuesday is towels. And whatever works for you, you can play around with that. So that's another way to do it. So maybe Tuesdays are towels and your whites. Maybe Thursdays are sheets and your colors. Maybe your delicates get done on Saturdays with another load of towels, whatever that may be. And note when I say with another load of towels, I mean that would be two loads getting done, not that your whites and your towels are going together, my friends. We're going to talk about that a little bit more in the tips section. Hang in there. And the last option I want to offer to you for your laundry routine is a weekend only system. Now, when I say weekend only system, I don't necessarily mean that everything has to happen on Saturday and Sunday. Take the idea of the weekend, and everything, all of your laundry is going to happen over the course of 1 to 2 days. Now, for some people, this can bring on a serious amount of overwhelm and stress. Saving all the laundry and then having to tackle all the laundry all at once over the course of 24 to 48 hours can feel like a lot. But if you were someone who cringed at the idea of having to do a load of laundry every single day, then this might be the route that works better for you. To be able to pick the right system, you want to think about your family size. How many loads of laundry? Yes, you actually have to sit down and think about how many loads of laundry your family unit is generating each week. Think about your schedule. And then again, think about your preferences. Do you have specific days where you could be around the house and keep laundry moving all day long? Or is it more feasible for you to use some habit stacking, which we've talked about in previous episodes of this podcast, to be able to create a kind of a routine on top of a routine and tie in a load or two of laundry every single day? Now, I did mention that, of course, for some folks, the best option is going to be to use a little bit of each of these routines. So, for example, in my house, I like to combine the daily load routine with the designated laundry days. So, we talked last week about, I shared with you about the Skylight Calendar and how that has been such a game changer for helping to keep everyone accountable and responsible for helping out around the house, and laundry has been a big piece of that. So, my boys are 10 and 13. My 13-year-old does all of his own laundry. He does his clothes, he does his sheets, all those different kinds of things. He takes care of those, and I can assign him specific days on or through our Skylight calendar tasks. So he knows and has that reminder for when he needs to wash his clothes, when he needs to wash his sheets. So let's see if I'm thinking about this correctly. I believe his laundry days are, let's see, Mondays and maybe not, Mondays and Fridays, and his sheets, I think, get done on Thursdays. So does he need to do his laundry, wash his clothes twice a week? No, he has plenty of clothes to be able to make it a full week. But leaving it to a full week, we found that oftentimes we were in that situation where, he was at the end of the week and he needed something specific for a theme day at school or, for a sporting event or a sports practice, and those items weren't clean. So we switched to a 2 day a week laundry routine, not only has that helped cut down significantly on those last minute wardrobe stress issues, but it's also made the process of him getting his laundry done simpler for him and quicker for him because there is less laundry for him to do on any given day. So, especially once it comes out of the dryer and he is in charge of then taking his clothes up to his room, folding them, putting them away, or hanging them up on hangers and putting them in his closet, he can get that done very quickly because I have him do his laundry twice a week. So there's only 3 or 4 days worth of laundry in his laundry hamper at any given time. It also means that if we get super busy one week and he misses his laundry day, it is not a laundry catastrophe. Like he can make it a little bit longer, or as soon as we get a little bit of free time, I can help him out and grab his laundry and take care of that for him. It also makes sure that it removes some of that mental load from me as the parent. Getting my kiddos to help out and have some responsibility with their laundries has been a huge game changer for that. So he has those designated laundry days, and I do the same thing. I'm typically off work on Tuesdays most of the time. Tuesdays are a big laundry day for me. I'm washing sheets. I'm washing all the different loads of towels that I'm washing. I'm washing, our load of dryer clothes. I'm washing maybe some of my 10-year-old stuff. His sheets usually get done on Tuesdays also. And so that's a big laundry day for me. And then a lot of times on Saturdays, in between activities, if we're running to a sporting game or heading out to mass or whatever it may be, I'll start a load before and keep it moving as soon as we get home just to get a couple more miscellaneous loads done. But then on every other day of the week, I take up the daily load routine. And how this works for me, I believe I shared this in the habit stacking episode a while back, but that when I get up in the morning and I make my bed and do my stuff in my room, when I come out of my room and head downstairs, I always bring a load of laundry down with me. And it is 9 times out of 10 our load of laundry that is clothes that we either don't put in the dryer at all, delicate type stuff, so it'll go through the wash and immediately get hung to dry, or it's things that come out of the wash and just go in the dryer for a few minutes just to kind of fluff the wrinkles out of them. Anybody else do that? It's one of my favorite things to help me avoid ironing, and I will avoid ironing at all costs. Um, but so that's the load that I grab nearly every morning when I walk down those steps and head down to the first floor. And I bring that laundry with me, toss it in the wash machine, get it rolling, get kids moving for school, make myself some breakfast. By the time I finish my breakfast, it's usually ready to go in the dryer for those few things that need to get fluffed. While those are fluffing, I'm hanging the other items that don't go in the dryer at all, maybe do a quick lunchbox check, things like that, then come back and hang those last few things. So I have this whole routine that I'm going through on a daily basis that ensures that I get one load of laundry done every day so that it doesn't pile up and become an overwhelming issue for me. Now, friend, once you have chosen your laundry routine, or you've chosen to utilize a combination of these laundry routines to really help maximize the whole situation for you and your family, you can put some of these tips for laundry success to work for you. So, of course, I mentioned sorting earlier, and I am a huge proponent of having a couple of hampers if you need it. How this helps my family be able to sort things as we take the clothes off and they are dirty. I immediately throw things that go in the dryer, those go in one hamper. Whites, which I'm going to be honest with you, we don't wear a lot of whites in my house. Not only do I have a hard time keeping them clean, I'm at that point where I don't trust myself, let alone my 10 and 13-year-old kiddos. in white. And so we wear a very minimal amount of whites, but I do keep those separate as well. But then the rest of the laundry, clothing wise, at least gets sorted into things that can go in the dryer and things that cannot. And again, that things that cannot load, that's my daily load that I'm grabbing and taking care of. Again, for me, just like I mentioned for my teenager, when I keep up with that load daily, it makes the task of getting things hung up, keeping track of getting just a few things kind of fluffed in the dryer and then hung up, it keeps that really simple and easy and keeps it from being too much, which is also awesome because I have a smaller laundry room and I don't have a ton of hang space. But this way I can utilize that space really well when I am able to minimize the items that are needing to be hung by keeping up with that laundry on a daily basis. Pre-treating as you go is also a great idea because this helps you save time and stress and not having to dig through loads of laundry as you're putting them in to make sure and check things for stains. Now, if you've got littles, maybe you're double checking anyway. But if you are kind of keeping an eye on things as your kids are taking them off, they go to take their bath at night or put their jammies on, you can, grab their shirt, grab their little romper, whatever it may be, give it a once over. If it needs some pre-treat, go ahead and spray it or take care of it right away. And then feel free to toss it in their hamper. So many of those pre-treat treatments, for lack of a better word, are fine to leave on for multiple days, even if you're not going to be, doing your laundry for a few days. So make sure you read your labels on your stain removers. But if you have one that you can pre-treat ahead of time and let it sit, this is the way to do it because then you don't have to remember to dig that piece of clothing out or be left with a heartbreak at the end when you take it out of the dryer and realize that it never got a stain treated and now that stain will be set in. So I want to help you avoid that. So make sure you're sorting and pre-treating as you go, taking just a few seconds to do these things every day helps you save time when it comes time to actually do the laundry. I am also a huge proponent for setting an alarm to help me switch the loads of laundry or help me remember to switch the loads of laundry over. An alarm is super helpful. Or sometimes if I'm leaving the house and throwing a load in the wash because I know I'll be home shortly after, it's done or right around the time it's done, a lot of times I will just stick a post-it note, a bright colored post-it note on the kitchen counter that says laundry or something on it, or washer or whatever it takes to jog my memory so that when I come in the house, I remember, oh yeah, I need to switch that laundry over and take care of that. Letting wet laundry sit is a great way to grow mold and mildew, not just on your fabrics, your towels, your sheets, your clothes, but also within your wash machine. And that, my friends, is just going to leave you with a big, stinky mess. So don't let that wet laundry sit, okay? Another tip is to make sure you are getting your whole family involved. Laundry doesn't have to be the responsibility of just one person. Even if you are a stay-at-home mom or a work-from-home mom or dad, my friends, it doesn't all have to fall on your shoulders. There are very age-appropriate laundry tasks that you can assign to your children, things that you can ask for help and work out systems to get your spouse involved, your partner involved. But this, my friend, is definitely going to help save you some stress. Get the whole family involved in your laundry routine. I mentioned some stain removers, pre-treaters, things like that. Yes, it can be tempting to go buy a million of these different things, especially if you have a stubborn stain and you're having trouble getting it out. So you're purchasing a bunch of things and trying them. My friends, if you have found that you have a whole bunch of stain removers or scent beads or all this extra laundry stuff, like all these little supplies, and they're not getting used anymore, it's time to go through those because that's just becoming clutter for you too. Find that stain remover that works really well for you every time. Talk to other moms. There is something about talking about a stain remover that like you will see it like light up somebody's eyes when they know they have the magic stain remover that they want to share with you. So bring this up to your friends and have those conversations, because this is going to help you keep those laundry supplies to a minimum, keep them minimal, but help you also have the things that you need so that your laundry system is also functional. All right, my friends, my last tip is to find a laundry routine that also allows for you to get that laundry folded or hung up and put away the same day you wash it. Build this into your routine. It will be a game changer. Now, that does not mean that the second that load is dry, you have to get it folded and put away. For me, like I said, I start laundry first thing in the morning. That does not mean I finish the laundry first thing in the morning, especially loads that need folding. I will tell you for myself, I am a morning person. I function the best in the morning. I do my best thinking, my best work in the morning. And I don't want to waste that time and that brain power on doing a task like folding and putting away laundry that I can also perform just as easily in a time when I'm maybe dealing with a little bit of a foggier brain or I'm a little bit more tired or run down. I can sit in front of that TV in the evening and fold laundry just as well as I can in the morning, but I can't always do other things that require my brain power as well later in the day. And so I like to reserve that time when I'm at my best to do things that I really feel like I need my mental capacity for. So, yes, my laundry getting folded and put away is still part of my routine and it is still a part of my plan to get done that day. It does not mean I'm going to do it that very second. And I'm okay with that because that's what works best for me. And friends, you truly need to look at these routine options and whether one routine does it or you're going to use a combination of two or more, this is the way to hack your laundry system. Find that routine, establish the routine, and be ready to tweak it if you hit any little roadblocks. Just as with anything in organizing and decluttering, when you allow yourself to remember and know that this is a dynamic process, you don't have to get it quote unquote right the first time, that you can change your mind about what works best for you and your laundry routine. And my friend, even once you find a laundry routine that works really, really well for you, at some point in your life, some other part of your routine, your daily life will change. And maybe that's going to take some revisiting to your laundry routine as well as other routines to be able to find something that works again with your new normal. But for now, I want you to pick a routine or pick a combination of routines to create a routine for yourself that you're going to go out and try for a week. Go try your new laundry routine for a week and hold yourself to it. Set reminders in your phone, set alarms in your phone. Get your family on board so everybody's all in this together. Remember that this is about making progress, not about perfection. But when you make progress and you see how having an established laundry routine that you stick with simplifies things for you, I promise you it's going to help motivate you and inspire you to stick with it. So, come on over to the Declutter 360 Facebook community. If you're not a part of this group yet, go on down in the show notes and you can join us. And I would love for you to hop in and make a post and tell us what you chose as your laundry routine. Or if you already have a laundry routine, share with us what your laundry routine looks like. You can tag me in the comments, or if you just want to email me about your laundry routine, if you have any questions or want to tell me a little bit more about your routine, you can definitely do that as well. And before I let you go, if you have not yet left a review for this podcast, I would be so grateful to you if you could take just a few minutes, like 2 minutes of your time, to hop in there, give this podcast a rating, leave me a short review, and I would be so, so grateful. All right, my friend, it's time for me to go switch my laundry. So that's it for this week. I'll see you back next week on the Declutter 360 podcast. Thank you for tuning into the Declutter 360 podcast today. I am so grateful that you found me and that we can partner together to help you live life organized from all angles. Whether this was your first time listening or you've heard every episode, you'll want to join my email list so you don't miss a bit of the inspiration and motivation to help you stay the course in living organized. Check the show notes for the link to join, okay? And hey, if you found this episode to be particularly helpful or inspiring, I would be so honored for you to share it on socials so we can grow the impact of these messages together. Oh, thank you so much. All right, my friend, that's all for now. Tune in next week for more on the Declutter 360 podcast.